Hi and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to start going down Heartbreak Hill. Well, it's called Heartbreak Hill these days. I'm trying to find where the name came from. I guess that modern travellers just found it hard work. Of course, originally it was just known as the Cheshire Locks. So whether you want to call it Heartbreak Hill or the Cheshire Locks, I don't mind. Well, I've already done the first lock, which is the top lock here at Kids Grove. I did that a couple of weeks ago. Well, I'm now going to carry on down in this video, and we're going to stop at Road Heath. Originally, when I started recording this on the boat, I wasn't sure how far I would go, but I do end up at Road Heath in this video. So, and this was a one-day trip for me. So here goes. Welcome to Kids Grove to Road Heath, Heartbreak Hill, or the Cheshire Locks. Good morning. Well, I say good morning. When I got up about an hour ago at 6 o'clock, it was sunny. It's now very cloudy. I think it's supposed to stay dry. There's not a breath of wind in the air. It's absolutely still as still could be. It's quite mild. I'm in the t-shirts. I've been moored here now for, well, over 2 weeks actually. I actually called the CRT and got an extension. But it's now time to move. Here at Kids Grove, I think it's a wonderful mooring here. People are absolutely fantastic, so friendly, unbelievable. I'm just below the top lock here at Kids Grove. I've now got, I don't know, nearly 30 locks going in that direction before I get to Middlewich, which I'm not doing today. I'm going to do a few, not sure how many yet. I don't have to be anywhere, so I'm playing it by ear completely, so wherever I get to, I get to. I'm going to drop down a couple of locks to start off with, and I'm going to use the facilities. I haven't filled up with water for a month, so it's about time I got some water, I think. So yeah, it's time to go. It's just coming up to 7 o'clock in the morning. A good time to start. Oh, fire her up. Ooh, that's better. I've just said goodbye to Al. Al's been moored next to me for most of that period of time. He had a problem with his engine, which has just about got sorted out now. And we're going to keep in touch. It's great meeting people on the cut. Yeah, we went to the beer festival together and had a good time. Now I'm going to get on down to this lock. I've got 2 locks to do before I get to the facilities point. I think it's 2 anyway. Could be wrong. I never looked it up, I'm just doing it from memory. Where I shall fill up with water and I'll get rid of a load of rubbish. I've got a month's worth of rubbish on the boat. Oh, yeah. Glad to get rid of that with the boat. I'm just approaching the first lock of the day. These are in pairs on most of the stretch down here. So we've got a choice. So we'll look to see if there's either one's full and we'll go into the full lock. If not, I'll have to fill one. But both locks were full, so what I had to do was push the gate open. And there's a boat coming up as well, so that's even handier because it means I don't have to shut the gate when I go out. That is the Macclesfield Aqueduct we've just gone underneath. It's the Pool Lock Aqueduct. Well, I've just come into the Red Bull Lock. This is right by the A34 here, I think this is. Don't quote me on that, I'll have to double check that one. I had to put some water in and the boat had only just come out, so it's very leaky. That's the facilities building there, just the other side of the lock I want to go to. Opposite we have the Red Bull pub, the Robinson's pub. I'm not a big fan of Robinson's beers. It's a great pub, don't get me wrong. It's just the beers I'm not a big fan of. As I just told you on the last lock, we're in pairs all the way down here. Well, this is just one lock on this lock. Where the beer garden is now is where the second lock used to be. So yes, there's only one lock here, and I don't think that one's going to get opened up in a great hurry, do you? Especially since the main road bridge was put in. Yeah, it'd be a lot of work to put that in, wouldn't it? Let's put a new bridge in as well. Anyway, I better do this lock before another boat comes along and wants to use it. Well, this just shows how leaky this lock is. I'm already over a foot down, and I've just got back on the boat after filming off for a couple of minutes. Yeah, it's quite leaky. So as I come past the Red Bull facilities here, I still got a couple of the old cranes here. Looks like they actually work as well. Rather nice. Well, I'm stopping here to get water. Well, I've just finished filling up with water. I only tied up with a single rope on the centre line. There's no boats around yet. I was going to get us a pump out. I have a pump out station here. That's a sign for a pump out. I had a bit of a problem, and I'll show you why. BWB key fits these locks. Now, they used to have to buy little cardboard cards. I see like those sitting down here on the floor, and you slotted them in and you get your pump out. Well, now they've changed them over to be contactless. The only problem is this one shows all green, lights on and everything. Guess what? It won't read my card. Got two different cards, two different accounts, and it wouldn't read the cards. So there's probably something wrong with the Wi-Fi. I think these are the Wi-Fi aerials sticking out here. Yeah, so I didn't get my pump out. Oh well. Fortunately, I've got another toilet, haven't I? So I'm good to go still. I don't believe there's anything actually goes on in this old building here nowadays. The CRT people use the little building up around the corner there. But we've normally got all sorts of facilities here. Unfortunately, due to vandals, they've smashed up the toilet block. So toilets, showers, obviously water, and it did have a washing machine as well, but unfortunately I believe that's no longer there either. It got broken. So else then disposal point there, and we have here the refuse disposal point. Glass recycling, so unusual to find these days, and the general waste. It's time for me to make a move and get going. I'm told that the next lock's set for me, so that's good news. So that's me all done. Used the services. Didn't get the pump out done, of course, because it's not working. Apparently they're coming out to fix it, but I'm not going to hang around waiting for them to come out and fix it. We thought perhaps the Wi-Fi came from the building, but apparently it doesn't. It has its own SIM card in it. So yeah, don't know. Anyways, I'm going to plod on down and say the next lock's just in front of me. Still staying rather overcast today. It's a little bit of a cooler day today. Give a high of about 17 Celsius today. So we'll see. I'll enjoy it anyway. It's a good day for moving. Not going to get burnt up. Rather a beautiful place here, isn't it? Lovely wisterias growing everywhere. almost looks like a beachfront property, doesn't it, rather than a canal front property. I'm going to carry on now, get down to this lock and carry on cruising. Well, that is absolutely fantastic. Just better take that out of gear. The gentleman that was up at the facilities block that has reported the breakage of the pump out walked down here, and it's just done the lock for me as well. Can't ask for more, can you? Absolutely fantastic. There he is, just walking up, finish off the lock. He actually said to me, I don't have a windlass, otherwise I'll lock you through. So I said, I can loan you one. If I missed it, it'll land on the deck. I do have a couple more, but this one doesn't. I can't get this one back with a magnet. Oh. I use this one quite often these days, it's lighter than the steel ones. Need to catch my windlass. Thank you very much indeed, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I've got to get you on film.
I've got life jacket on.
So, no, you prove that you do work.
What's on a life jacket on?
The light? Yeah. Well, you're quite lucky in a way you're not here, but in another way, I think it's brilliant. The farmer's obviously been muck spreading on this field, which I love to see because it means it's very organic. No all those horrible, nasty, artificial fertilisers going on this land. Nice to see. And my boat's drifting off. And my boat's drifting on its own. I better jump back on quick. I untied before I showed you that. And as you can see here, we've got double locks, and the one on the left hand side was full, so I'm moving across from the tow path over to the lock on the left hand side to go down. Spillway there, doing its job. I very nearly filled this lock up to go down, but that would be wrong really, because this lock is empty as you can see, and this lock was about an inch from the top when I got here. So I've gone to the right lock, but the reason I nearly did that was, you can see here there's a lock ladder at both ends of this lock, which means for me to climb back down onto my boat, the lock ladder at the back end of the lock, it's a lot easier for me. The lock I've come into only has a lock ladder at the front of the boat, so it means if I climb down this lock ladder, I've got to walk all the way down the roof to get back on to the back of the boat. But what I should do is, hopefully, I'm going to drag the boat out by rope, and we have a walkway down here. So I drag my boat through the lock, and the momentum should keep it going. I can get back down there and jump back onto my boat at the back of the boat. That'd be the easiest way to do it, I think. You never know, another boat might come along even. Anyway, this isn't getting the lock done, so I better get back, empty this lock and get on through. There's lots and lots and lots and lots of locks in front of me still to do. Well, this is something else you don't see very often these days. A ploughed field. You seem to just harrow them these days and scratch the top and seed them like that, but yeah, a ploughed field. I'm guessing this farmer does things the traditional way. The last field at the last lock had been muck spreaded, and this one's been ploughed. All old traditional farming. I like it. Well, I'm in lock 46. I'm not sure if I'm going to do many more today. I know there's some very good mooring just around the corner, if my memory serves me correctly, from a couple of years ago, where I stopped when it was about 100 degrees in the shade. Wasn't quite that warm, but it was a very hot day when I came down these locks and I was beat, so I just stopped around the corner. So I might be doing that again. Let's see. It's only about 9 o'clock in the morning, but I don't have to be anywhere. I might stop for an hour, have some breakfast. I haven't had breakfast really yet. I've only had coffee with an early start. So yeah, I'll play it by ear. Anyway, I better get this lock done. There's no boats coming along, so I'm gonna have to do it all. But there it goes. Who cares? As I say, I'm not in a hurry to do anything. Well, this lock lines up perfectly. Look, the steps. So this one would be nice and easy to climb back down the lock ladder to get back on my boat. Well, as I made an early start this morning, I decided to stop about 10 o'clock and I had a quick bite to eat, because I didn't really have any breakfast earlier on. So I just stopped here, lovely little morning stops here. I was thinking about staying here all day, but I'm only down 3 hours a day. So I'm going to carry on, do a few more locks. Probably another half dozen actually, and then more up someone late this afternoon. Not sure where yet. Don't really care. It's sort of a hit and miss day today. It's cloudy but it's quite warm. The sun poked its way out for a short period of time just now, but that didn't last very long. Yeah, poodle on and enjoy it, as always. I was a little bit unfortunate when I went to cast off just now. I knew a boat come this way towards me, and so I thought the lock was going to be set for me, and just as I was untying, a boat come up past me, so the lock's not going to be in my favour. If I remember correctly, there's only one lock in operation up here at the next set of locks. If my memory serves me correctly, from about 2 years ago when I last came up this way. I think there is only one, so yeah, it's going to be against me. Oh well, never mind. Bit of luck if I go nice and slowly like I am. Another boat might get there in time, so it's not against me. We'll find out, won't we? Well, here we have where there used to be, obviously, double sets of locks coming down. In the photograph there on the right hand side, you can see that one is now disused. We only have the lock on the left hand side in use, and we have the same at this lock. This one's completely out of use now. The paddle gear is still here, but most of it. The one above, they're taking it out. All you can see was the concrete base. You can see here the lock. Still a lock gate here, and it's still retaining water as well. There's the old lock chamber. Bottom gates are in the open position. Anyway, I've got to get on. There's a boat following me down, otherwise I'll be in their way. Well, that's those two locks done. Both of them I think are around 9 feet or just over 9 feet deep, so they're quite deep locks. Beautiful double arched brickwork bridges here at the bottom of the locks. I'll show you as we go out. to watch Dancing with the Stars. We're dancing with narrowboats. Well, that was the last lock I've done coming down to Road Heath. I'm now moored up at Road Heath. Well, where you're actually seeing this, I'm not actually at Road Heath, because the outro I actually recorded there, another dodgy SD card, it was not very good. It kept on going blip, blip, blip all the way through on the sound, so I've had to redo it. But yes, I'm at Road Heath, and probably seen a video already. If you haven't, you should have seen it. A video which came out on Wednesday, which was a little walk around Road Heath. Beautiful village, lovely little place to go, and I walked down to where the old salt works used to be, but I'm afraid there's not much to see there except for a woodland area. There's a nice little walk down through the woods to the stream, so make sure you've seen that. Otherwise, of course, a big thank you goes out to all of you great people out there for watching, subscribing, being the Patreon, PayPal, super thanks, all the support you give me in every which way you do. I really, really appreciate it all, big time. And if you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. An awful lot of you out there watch my videos and are not yet subscribed. And remember, it is free. Well, that just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. Trevor out.